Shalom, shalom, shalom. Back with another video. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakahak, Wadash, to the elder apostles, elder bishop of Great Millstone, who rule well, who I learn from daily. I'd like to give double honor. Shalom to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the elect. Shalom. We're here with a video I'm going to call Angry Child, or Trump is an Angry Child. Well, whatever I go in the final cut. All right, we'll start off with the article that said UK to be punished for King Charles boldness? Question mark. Because the word is that a fuming Donald Trump is feeling less special. So let's see what this big baby going into today. I mean, look at that face. Donald Trump's dislike for Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky doesn't need an official stamp. It is disappointingly obvious that a world leader couldn't remain diplomatic and keep his childish tantrum under lock while meeting a fellow world leader. And he's definitely a child. He's definitely child-minded. I mean, he has all this money. He's in his 80s, but he's just a overgrown old man baby. Most definitely that. Given the debacle at the White House, the pressing concern for King Charles playing host to Zelensky and how it affected his and Trump budding friendship. It couldn't have been no friendship in the first place, because ain't no friend gonna get mad at you over nothing like this, and especially he's gonna stop talking to you. For now, somehow, the POTUS has kept a lid on what is surely a sandstorm of verbal diarrhea he has reserved for Charles for allowing the Ukrainian leader to visit the palace in the place, a visit that he had been scheduled long before Trump dropped decorum and etiquette in favor of being crass and disrespectful in a highly public setting. But if a scathing report by the Daily Mail is to be believed, the relationship between UK and the US have already assumed the stance of a second Cold War. And I can believe it. I don't know about the stance on the Cold War, but I can believe they're not on friendly terms. I mean, you got to go back to all the tariffs Trump been putting on the NATO and EU allies. That had already strained the relationship. I remember before them tariffs went into place, they asked him, "Hey, are you really gonna put tariffs on goods coming from the NATO allies?" He was like, "Yeah, they got to get it too." So this could be King Charles just being messy with him, like, all right, since you really want to go through them tariffs, all right, I got you. I'm gonna shake the hand of the man you don't like. So yeah, I can see this being a problem. The outlet brings out all this info from what called diplomatic sources in Washington, who has shared the focus of Trump tantrum is the picture of Charles sporting a genuine smile and standing with Zelensky, looking comfortable and at ease next to the king. Oh, they really pouring it on. These photographs had allegedly incensed the American president, basically pissed him off, who now finds that on President's second invitation he received to visit Britain is a significantly less special. So now you crying. You're a grown man and you crying now. Now you pouting. Probably sitting there with it arm folded. Look at him. He gonna invite my enemy over there. We gonna be friends. Boy, look at that smile. Look at that smile. But if you look at their body language, King King Charles is like, hey, we can stand here and smile, but don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. And you got Zelensky over there looking like, all right, man, we just doing this to make Trump mad, and you can kick me out after. I mean, their body language says everything. I don't know if Trump got good advisors over there because I would have never took this to heart. But like I said, with all the BS Trump has been pulling off and been doing against uh, NATO and the EU, I can see why King Charles did it. Let's see. Let's see. Though the UK government has denied Trump is mad at them, Daily Mail well-placed source has stressed that things definitely went a bit cool in Washington after shenanigans when it comes to officially addressing the situation. A UK government spokesperson maintained diplomacy. We do not recognize these reports. We have been unequivocal about the importance of the U.S. as an ally of the UK. No two countries are closely aligned as ours on economic, defense, security, and intelligence in intelligent interests, and we share deep historic and cultural ties. We will continue to work hand in hand and look forward to welcoming President Trump. So they trying to smooth everything over. Like, hey, basically, hey, Trump's still my boy. We still mess with him. We still fuck with the US. We ain't got no beef with them. They ain't got no beef with us. Simply put, just, breaking it down like through the world. Oh, got a Twitter post. Says Charles didn't receive Zelensky in any formal room at Sandringham. He went out the front to meet him with a strong, warm handshake and a huge smile. A big F you to Trump without saying a single word. Dang. Met the man at the front door. Dang, you ain't even had to wait on him. You know how they be like, waiting in the room till King Charles come meet you. And they sat there for a little minute, then he come in. Nah, that man met him at the front door. Probably opened the door himself. Probably opened that door and said, hey man, come on in, bro. But like I said, that body language in that other photo says a lot. Yeah, this right here is just to get pissed Trump off. That's all this was. For the tariffs and all the other BS he been saying. That man don't care about Zelensky or even helping him. But this was that get back. And I know Trump fuming because he's a big child, man. He's a big child. There's no way this picture right here didn't have him pissed off. I mean, we seen that first picture. There's no way he ain't over there. Well, if that's the case, he want to be friends with Zelensky after what I said. Well, see, when I visit him anymore, they're definitely an enemy of the United States. Well, I can see this man doing this kind of crazy stuff. Now that Daily Mail isn't exactly the crown prince of authenticity, and has been flagged numerous times for fabricating a report that could have been bordered on outrageous lies. Had this been a report about any other world leader, dismissing it would have been first option. But we know Trump. Yes, we do. His tendency to throw temper tantrum, the second things to do, the second thing, throw temper tantrum, the second things don't go his way, Slovakia. Lavishing attention on those who do not make him feel all important, and his penchant for rash, careless decisions. Even this report cooked up these comments. It isn't hard to believe the American president finding it within himself to maturely deal with Charles and his duty to host Zelensky. Yeah, man, we all know Trump's a big child, man. That's all he ever been. The first presidency, the second one. Even more than the second one. He like a kid who don't get what he want. He'll sprawl out on the floor, kick and scream, like I said, throwing a tantrum. And before we go get into the scriptures, we're gonna look up that word tantrum, man. All right, here we go. A tantrum is a sudden outburst of anger, frustration that's a normal part of childhood development. Tantrums are a way for children to communicate their feelings when they can't express themselves in any other way. So if that's the case, isn't Trump a grown man? Shouldn't he be able to express himself, expressing frustration than the throwing tantrum? It's even crazier that the world knows that he's that kind of man that would throw a tantrum. You supposed to be the leader of the free world. You got a whole country at your fingertip, but you throwing tantrums like a child. Stuff like that. This one, the second Edomite boy, that look exactly how Trump be. Exactly how he look, man. You too grown to be throwing a tantrum. And the scripture warns us about having been ruled over by a child. I'm gonna go there. Ecclesiastes 10:16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. So the scripture is saying, woe unto thee, languish, beat, Salaki. The scripture is saying, woe when your child, when your king, your ruler, and we know Trump is the president, is a child, or he's childish. Because he make, like I said, rash decisions in his anger, in his tantrums that he loved to throw. And it's become a marquee part of him that everybody knows that Trump is easily pushed to wrath like a child, because all you got to do is just do something he don't like. And now he throwing a tantrum on the floor. Before I go, I want to get let's get this in. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna try to find a different translation. No. Not. Let's see. The EXB. I like this one. How terrible it is for a country whose king is a child or immature, and whose leader eat all or feast in the morning. Yeah. How terrible it is for a country whose king is a child or immature. And that's definitely our leader, Donald Trump. Well, not my leader, Salaki. The leader of Babylon the Great. Forgive me, Yahweh Hashem Al Shai. Yeah, he's not my leader. He's the leader of this place, but not my leader. Let's see. Can I find a better translation? Ugh. Not that one. It was one I seen earlier. Crap. That perfectly described the situation. Oh, I hate when that happens. Anyway, man, let's move on. Could have swore seen a better one. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 9 and the GNT. Keep your temper under control. It is foolish to harbor a grudge. And we know Trump, with this childish attitude of his, love to harbor grudges against countries, against leaders, because like it said in the article, if he don't get his way, then he mad with everybody. And this man stay harboring grudges. Heck, look what the tariffs are. A lot of those tariffs are grudges against those other countries who didn't want to listen and do the things he wanted them to do. So the scripture says it's a foolish thing to harbor a grudge. Because now he's putting America in a bind with these tantrums that he's throwing. He got their allies ready to knock their head off, doing stuff like King Charles III was doing. You got Canada placing tariffs back on the United States and their goods, taking their products off the shelf. Talking about cutting power to 3 major states. Why? Because all of it is truly from Trump just holding grudges. Because don't nobody want to listen to him. Don't nobody want to bow down to him. So if you don't listen to what he say, he just going to basically force you into doing it. Instead of having a good advisor to tell him, hey, look, you got to calm down, bro. A lot of people are allies. We can't have them being mad at us in this critical time. But everything is of the Lord. So a lot of the reason Trump doing this, because Yahweh Hashem Hawashai is the one who directed him. All right. I'm going to go here. Proverbs 14-29. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalted in folly. So the scripture is telling you it's best to not be quick to get angry about something. Take the time to step back and try to understand what's going on in the situation. Now, if you having a problem with Zelensky, hey, that's with you and Zelensky. But you don't want to be in a situation where your anger and took you to a point. Now you holding grudges against your allies. Who you gonna have for help in that time of need? Because guess what? They already know how you are. And when it's time for Russia to get on your behind, you think those people going to come help you? You think they're going to say, you know what, America's our ally? No, they're going to remember that disrespect. They're going to remember, hey, Trump hold a grudge against us. That's why the scripture says sometimes it just slow the wrath. Just take the time and sit back and understand. But when you're child minded, you're childish. Hey, you look past that understanding, and then you exalt in the spirit of folly. And we know folly go into a lack of understanding. Matter of fact, let's go into that definition. We're gonna go into the definition of folly in that proverb. Uh, Crap. Slacky, give me a moment.
Strong's H200. Iveleth.
Iveleth. Foolishness. Folly. Strong definition. Invalid from the same H191. Silliness. Folly. Foolishness. So basically, if you quick to wrath, you in that spirit of foolishness. And there's no bigger fool than the president of Babylon, Donald Trump. Because why would you get mad at your allies, put tariffs on them, then get mad when they do something back against you? You had already started this with that childish mindset of yours, being easily led and persuaded by Elon Musk. Now you're upset that the King of England is hanging out with Zelensky because Zelensky didn't want to listen to you. Man, that's high school stuff. You're supposed to be grown men, but yet you throwing tantrum like a child. It's crazy. All right. This is Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turn away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And we seen where the spokesperson for the Salaki, for the government of England, tried to smooth things over, saying that they're still friends with America and there's no feud between America and King Charles III going on. That everything's all fine. They got mutual interests, but they got common history together. Trying to smooth over everything with Donald Trump, basically. Like the scripture says, a soft answer turn away wrath. But when you dealing with somebody whose mind is like a child, it don't matter how soft that answer is. His wrath is not going to be overturned. He's going to get angry. He's going to retaliate some kind of way. And basically, he's going to make this situation a whole lot worse than what it really should be. Everything you do against Trump is like grievous words because it stirs up anger in him. And those pictures, and those pictures was some of the worst grievous words you can see. Then for them to say, yeah, King Charles met Zelensky at the front door and gave him a very strong handshake, friendly handshake. Of course they know that shit gonna piss off Trump. They just don't care. They just don't care. You can't do both now. You can't be double-minded. You can't say, nah, there ain't no problems. Then photos be released of you shaking this man's hand and they get a backstory to it. It'd have been one thing they were like King Charles shaking Zelensky hand outside of wherever it was they was at. But nah, they say he came down to the front door personally, opened the door and shook this man's hand. Just to stir up wrath in Trump. Stir up like grievous words. Now he angry. which is going to lead to further and further divide of the United States and NATO, basically Babylon and the 10 horns. Because you can see the rift getting bigger and bigger. We're going to end out here. Proverbs 15:18. A wrathful man stirs up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeases strife. And Trump is a very wrathful man. He's a grown man with a child's mindset. So he's gonna hold on to that anger a little bit longer than what a child would. He's gonna find ways to get back at England. Maybe more tariffs. Maybe he's gonna stop helping them in fights. We don't know. Whatever this child-minded grown man can come up with. But he's gonna stir up strife, even more strife for the United States. And when the time comes, when Yahweh Shema Shai has Russia destroying this place, all his allies from NATO is gonna join in, as the scripture says. And we're seeing why. The scripture only tell us what's gonna happen, but now we're watching it play out, the why of what's gonna happen. But that's all I had. I hope this video was edifying. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem and Shai. Shalom.